everyone. I'm Peggy Rometo, and this is the Weekly Wake Up. So here we are in a beautiful Joshua tree, and just wanting to bring to you the feeling that this particular property brings in, which to me is just peace and healing and community and connection and all the beauty, right, of what we want for ourselves and for those we love and for our kids. We just want that feeling of connection and of safety and of security. And so I'm hoping that you'll be able to receive all the good things this week, that you'll be able to slow down, connect with that place of peace inside of yourself and that connection to love and connection to others, and really pause and slow down and be able to receive and give it. So sort of creating intention here before we do the weekly wake up, which is not how I usually do things, but this property I feel like is calling that in. So let's go ahead and clear the energy and let go of our own wants, desires, fears, whatever it may be. And let's do that breathing where we go into the heart. Imagine the white light going all the way down to the center of the earth, relaxing, letting go of the breath, and then inhaling that white light all the way back up the body, all the way up to the crown of the head. Hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale, traveling with the white light all the way back down the body again, out the bottom of the feet, back to that sacred space in the center of the earth. And we'll do that 3 times, and each time letting go of your day, each time letting go of what you think you may need to know or what you should know, or any anticipation of that. And then as I move into the messages that are available for us for this week, I want you to listen. I want you to discern it. Does this feel true to you? Does it not feel true? And when you're in that space of being neutral, you can receive more information for yourself. You can receive information about yourself or anybody else. And after listening to the Week of Wake Up, you can also make a habit of staying connected in that channel and being able to continue to discern what Spirit is saying to you, what God is delivering to you, what your co-creative connection has to offer for you. Okay, guys. And then, of course, for those of you that don't know it, I teach intuition. My favorite thing to do is to help others awaken to their own connection to God, to Source, to their ability to be able to receive and direct themselves in their own life, get their own answers to their own questions. And all of that's on my website, peggyrometo.com. There's a Get Dialed In program. And then for those of you that are really ready to deep dive into knowing yourself, you can do the Elite program. Okay, let's go ahead and connect into that heart. Exhale, follow the white light all the way down the body, down into that center of the earth. Create that beautiful safe space for yourself. You'll know when you get there. And then just exhale. Let's go ahead and breathe that white light up to the crown of the head and then back down. And we're going to do that 3 times. Okay, so the thing that's really coming in is asking us to slow down our reaction to one another, our reaction to media, our reaction to conversations or stories, whether they're ones we are telling ourselves or whether they're ones that are being invoked through a conversation with a friend or loved one, or whether it's something coming in from the media that's hitting on you, right? So the idea is when we slow down, and how do we slow down? We just stop. We take a breath. We pause, right? And when we do that, we actually kind of pull away from our emotional body. We pull away from those reactions, and we kind of settle into the observing role of ourself. Is it appropriate that I say this? Is it appropriate? Is that really real, right? Because what's going on here is there's so many reactions that are happening for everybody. We're just getting this immediate frustration or immediate anger or immediate righteousness or immediate it's my way or the highway sort of energy, or immediate how dare you, or worse yet, we think we know the other person's intention. We think we know where the other person's coming from when we know nothing about them. We know nothing about their story. We know nothing about what's happened to them in the last 24 hours or what's gone on for them. So, or their history, their childhood, whatever. So it's an opportunity for us to all slow down. If we start to slow down in our reactions, it creates a domino effect and it will help other people slow down. So we can get ourselves out of this divisiveness that's happening within ourselves, within our families, within our important relationships, with the people that we love, and with the world at large. So when we start doing that first with ourselves, noticing the divisiveness within ourselves, right? Like we all have those parts of ourselves that get down on us and they yell at us or like, that's so stupid. Why'd you do that? You shouldn't have done that. What's wrong with you? Oh, they're going to think this, they're going to think that. Or why'd you say yes when you meant no, right? All these different little games we play with ourselves for multitude of reasons. So if you have a consistent theme or story that you don't like about yourself, you can encapsulate it by labeling it, right? By labeling it. And that's the only time labels are really beneficial with it's when you're self. So you can go, okay, that's me as the, fearful Franny, And so when the fear starts coming up, you can go, oh, there's that fearful Franny, right? And you can just go, now it doesn't have control of you. When you stop and relax, it kind of puts that energy pattern outside of yourself. And you can let go. You can relax. And then all that energy is wanting love. It's wanting attention. So you're never going to get rid of it. It's part of you. So then just bring it close, right? Just bring it close to you. And when you bring it close, the energy dissipates. It lets go, right? So it's just a way in which we can acknowledge those parts of ourselves without getting messy and without falling into the story or the conversation that doesn't serve us anymore. So that same thing is happening when we're being triggered by other people. And so I'm being shown this week that what's available for us is to stop and to slow down and to stop reacting to what people may be saying to us or their reactions themselves, right? And it could be that somebody's reacting around you and they're calling you out on things that maybe you feel you've already cleared, or maybe you feel like you've already dealt with. So what there is to do is to stop. Maybe this is then an opportunity to see that maybe the Creator's using them to get you to stand up for yourself, to get you to say, no, this is really how I feel. And I love you, and this is what works for me, right? So there's a way that you can still disagree, but without the disharmony, right? Without the suffering, without the make wrong of the other person. So we're just being asked this week to really slow down our reactions, allow ourselves to really hear where the other person's coming from, be true to yourself, know yourself, allow yourself to speak up for yourself, but do in a way that is easy and filled with grace and love, right? And then be in an inquiry where that other person may be from. Be in an inquiry as what's going on for them that has them feel that way, right? And then really stop and listen. Don't sit there and try and justify and defend in your mind. Oh, yeah. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying really listen without anything going on up here. So listen with empathy, listen with compassion if needed, so that you can really then respond in a way that comes from the heart. So we're just asking to slow down, come from the heart. And if we do that, we're going to see some of these relationships that have been challenged here in the last couple of weeks kind of settle down and open and allow for love to exist, for the love and community and connection to continue to move forward for all of you. All right, so let's see what else is in store for us. Okay, so patience with the self is coming up right now. And that's just, I can feel all of a sudden, I feel it in my throat, you guys. And that's that part of yourself that doesn't want to. You're tired of whatever, and you just want to be pissed off, or you just want to be right, or you just want to, sorry, wow. Or the parts of yourself that never get heard, that never are allowed, that the other person can never see it your way, that you're always the peacemaker, and that they never will see you in that light. Then all you can do with somebody like that, guys, is just bless them and love them, and then it's up to you to decide how much interaction you still want to have with them. But it's not about making them wrong. It's just about this is where they're at, and does it support you anymore? Or to be able to be around them in a way that allows you to feel safe. And you can do that with just relaxing into, you know, imaginary, running water between the two of you, like a river running between the two of you, and they're on that side of the river, on this side. And as they talk, I've given this exercise out before. As they talk, imagine the black alphabet falling out of your mouth and out of their mouth or your mouth, right? If you're the one who's saying nonsense, or being, rigid or arrogant or any of the number of ill behaviors that we don't like about ourselves, into the water and having it being carried away, so it doesn't hit the other person. And if it's happening to you, if they're, talking at you or yelling at you, or you're feeling not heard, just imagine those black alphabet falling out of that person's mouth into the water, and it's rushing away from you. And you'll find that you'll be able to be in the relationship without feeling attacked, without feeling dismissed, without feeling less than. Because at the end of the day, nobody can really make us feel less than, right? Only we can allow ourselves to feel less than, right? So this really is a practice about allowing ourselves to remain in connection with others and to not go away, right? To be able to give us a tool where we can hear somebody else's side without prejudging them or without thinking we know it all. So use these conversations, use these little techniques, these energy techniques that allow us to feel safe around somebody that has a different opinion or is a different way of life than we do. Okay? And that may allow us to be able to create from the heart these beautiful relational fields that are available for all of us. All right, so what else is available? Let's see what Spirit has to say. What else can we look forward to this week? We're really being asked to slow down and look at what is it we want for ourselves. We have a big eclipse this week, right? And what happens with eclipses are that when we aren't paying attention, when we keep ignoring the things that are being asked of us, that's when, the eclipses are sudden endings and sudden new beginnings. That's when suddenly we're on Earth and, we're fired. We're on Earth and our partner leaves us. We're on Earth and our child blows up on us and never talks to us for, a year, right? When we're not listening to what our partner is saying, when we're not listening to the inner voice, you need to leave the job, you need to sell your house, you need to move, you need to, all those things that we're ignoring because it's uncomfortable and we don't like change. The eclipses are an energy that help us move us forward, right? So I never think of eclipses as bad, although some people could interpret they're bad because they can be tough in that it's information that maybe we aren't ready for or we think we're not ready for. But trust me, if things are happening around you, it's because you can handle it. I always like to tell my clients, it didn't happen to you, it happened for you because you can handle this. Nothing happens in life without all the resources given to you at the same time, right? So I always tell, parents when babies are born, they have everything they need for a healthy life. We don't have to worry about it. They have the capacity to get through their darkest days, as do we, with the resources and the connection and the love and the light as was intended. We get in our own way and we start to look outside of ourselves, and or we don't know when we need to trust our own instincts. And at the same time, don't confuse it with not asking for help. Don't confuse it for allowing yourself to receive support from other people, because that is part of being a human being, is to be in the cycle of giving and receiving. So just be aware that that is available for us too. So this week is, let me see if there's anything else here. It's a lot about relationship, isn't it? So anything else available for us? Okay, we talked about the eclipse. So there's also, this is a great time to know yourself and what is it you want. Start laying claim. Start speaking up. Start saying where you're going and what you're doing. Start allowing yourself to be connected with your dreams. And if you don't have a dream, start to ask questions like, what do I like in my life? Where do I see myself? Where would I like to go? And really start daydreaming about the direction you want your life to take and about what your gifts are. And if you don't know what your gifts are, ask God to show you. Bring me my gifts. Show me what I'm good at. Have people start telling me, reaffirming for me what I'm good at, so that I can put more effort and energy into it, and I can know that it's a place in the world where I belong, and it's going to feed me and nurture me. All right, you guys. Lots of love coming through, lots of excitement, a lot of self-reflection available for us this week. And remember, it's our life, right? And no one can steal our joy, right? Except ourselves. So for us, we need to be slow down, take in this beautiful energy, feel it coming up the body, sink into that deeper part of yourself. Some of you might start to feel a weightedness in the buttocks and the legs. Just exhale any additional energy and feel the peace coming in, and just slow down. You know what to do. Feel the path unfolding and see everything coming to you, and see you taking the right steps and the right choices this week that are going to serve you, support you, and love you, and let you live and breathe and express your best self. All right, guys, I love you. Have an amazing week. Thank you for watching and sharing and viewing the Weekly Wake Up. And I look forward to connecting with you again next week.